everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to draw a Pegasus. So the focus of this video is not going to be so much on how to draw the actual horse form. I have a bazillion, well maybe not a bazillion, but I have quite a few videos that go through every step on drawing a horse. So I will leave links to those and to the playlist on how to draw a horse right here so you can check those out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw in time lapse just my basic horse form for you. So here's my rough sketch of my horse, and the fun thing with Pegasus, of course, is because they are, flying horses, you can really get a fun angle. So this one, I kind of almost tilted it a little bit, so you're almost kind of getting a lower, like you're looking up towards it view just a little bit, instead of just a straight on side profile. And so that's fun. And also kind of positioning where you want the legs. Obviously they don't have to be connecting to the ground, so I really have it kind of in this stretched, really playful position. But it's all really loose, it's really sketchy, so now what I'm doing is going to go in with my gummy eraser. I'm going to erase the lines I don't need and kind of clean it up a little bit, and then we'll talk about wing placement. So here I have my horse, it's all cleaned up. I've got my lines kind of neatly sketched in there. So now I can start thinking about the wing placement. And again, a Pegasus being a mythical creature, you can really have fun with this and create however you want. But we're going to do a traditional kind of Pegasus. And so I kind of think about how this would work if it was real. And so I have the wings kind of coming out of the shoulder blades. Here is where I usually begin to place my wings in. Some people put them back a little bit further. I don't see how that would work, but they're mythical creatures, they could do whatever. So I'm going to place mine right here. And so just like a bird's wing, I'm going to have the wing come out, and then it's going to bend up. So it's going to have this kind of cool bend up here, and then it's going to bend down. So it has this kind of zigzag shape right here. Let me move this down just a little bit so you can see. So it's going to go out from the shoulder blades just a little bit, bend up and down. And if you look at like a bird wing, you'll see that's how the bones go. For a little bit more in-depth on how to draw a wing like this, I have a video entitled How to Draw a Bird Wing, so you can check that out. I'll put that in the link in the description box below, so you can definitely get if this isn't clear enough for you, I go into a lot more detail on that. So we want to give a little bit of substantial muscle to this, so I'm going to kind of wrap this muscle, kind of encompassing the shoulder muscle going right into the wing, and I'm going to have it kind of come up, just giving a little bit of strength to that wing. So this kind of builds our structure, bone structure and muscle structure right in here. And now we're going to create the actual wing. So you have to determine if you want a traditional feather wing, or maybe you want more of like a bat wing. Maybe it's a nightmare. There's a challenge for you guys. Draw a picture of what you think a Pegasus horse would look like if it was a nightmare. Like mare is a girl horse, but nightmare. Yeah, okay, might be kind of creepy. But yeah, post those pictures on my Facebook or Instagram. I want to see them. So I'm going to go ahead and put on traditional feathers. So the feathers from this bend to this bend are roughly about the same length. I'm going to block them in. It's going to look a little weird. And I'm going to kind of just sweep those in towards the bottom of the wing there. And then these ones just kind of sweep out. So here's my blocked in shape. This kind of helps me get the idea of how I want my feathers to go. So then I'm going to create these loops here from this point to this point, just kind of, they're all kind of focusing on this center point, coming out, nice big feathers. Then from this point to this point, these feathers here are a little bit smaller. And you'll notice as I'm drawing them, I'm making them random. I'm not making them exactly the same. So they're, you know, some are bent a little this way and bent this way and overlapping and all that. Just adds a little variance. And then as it comes down to the bottom of the wing, it's just it's gonna kind of taper in just a little bit. So that gives you your kind of wings. Now you can make them much thicker than this. You know, have the wings come out a little bit further if you want. But this just kind of gives you a base. So there's that wing there. And then I just want to sketch in really quickly the other wing. Here's the shoulder here. And so the wing is going to come out this way. It's going to go up and out and over like so. And because it's got a little bit of perspective to it, it's going to get a little bit narrower. So we're going to see this part here, but we're not really going to see too much of it. So really we're just seeing this tip here over here. Because it's stretched out the opposite direction. And if you wanted to, you could also have this wing come down over like this here, and you could have this kind of really full wing down here. So you can kind of decide which one you like the best. In fact, I might almost like that better. Let me try that again. That's why I love drawing in pencil, because you can figure things out a little bit. So let's try that. Let's bring that wing out. So here the wing comes, it does this part here, boom, then to here, kind of comes, so it goes down here, up to here, this part here, and then stretching out this way. And we'll have it just go right off the edge of my paper. And it's totally fine to have things, you know, going off your paper a little bit. And just play around with that shape a little bit, and you kind of decide what looks the best. Just draw lightly so that you can erase. Alright, now that I have the wings just kind of blocked in, I'm going to block in my mane and my forelock. I'm not going to go into very much detail explaining this, because I actually have 3 videos that go into how to draw a mane and forelock. So you can check those out. I'm going to kind of sketch in the design I want for this. And at this point, you're going to want to decide how you want to finish this piece off. Do you want it to be a pencil sketch? Do you want it to have some color? If so, what medium do you want to use? And I think I'm going to go with my tried and true traditional. I think I'm going to make this into a watercolor. I think that'll be the funnest. So I'm not really going to add a lot more pencil marks, because I'm going to end up erasing a lot of this. So I'm not going to clean this up too much more. But there we go. We have kind of our basic shape of our Pegasus, and now you can begin just going and adding in your shading and your highlights and your details, and making it just very personal to you and fun. So I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse this into a watercolor painting. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about watercoloring, check out my Watercolor Wednesdays, where every Wednesday, at least for the next little bit, I'm going to be posting a video tutorial on how to watercolor, teaching the method that I learned, which is I'm completely self-taught when it comes to watercolor. So I had to learn trial and error and how to watercolor to survive, so I teach that method. And a lot of people find it kind of easy to learn that way. So yeah, give it a try and see if you enjoy watercoloring. You can watercolor your own Pegasus. So let's get started. I had some fun, obviously, coloring this Pegasus, and decided to do, instead of just traditional white Pegasus or something, I decided to do a rainbow Pegasus. I don't know, maybe this is the one that spreads the rainbows across the sky. I don't know. But yeah, have fun creating your own type of Pegasus, and I would love to see the pictures that you do of your Pegasus, so make sure to post those either on my Facebook page or my Instagram, and the links will be in the description box below. If you like this picture, head over to my Etsy shop. I will have this picture posted for sale along with several others, so if you miss it on this one, do check out some of the other pieces, and you might find something that you like. So thank you guys so much for watching and joining me in this video. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.